I am Verton Carter, and I am Anudda Bajan. When I was going to school, they had a player coming up, and they wanted somebody to play the part of Pontius Pilate. So the teacher came to me and said, Verton Carter. I said, yes, sir. See, headmaster want you. So he going to the headmaster. I said, yes, sir. He said, listen, we got a Christmas player coming up. And we got everybody in place, but the only body we ain't got is somebody to play the part King Pilate. Pontius Pilate, sorry. I said, yeah. So we want you to play that part as Pontius Pilate. You hear me? I said, yes, sir. So they start calling me Pontius Pilate, right? That name stick on for me, Pontius Pilate, right? So working at the airport and things, sometimes clean the airplanes, they'll fly black legs and pens and things like that, and they'll bring them home, right? And sometimes when the fellas get lunch, rather than drinking biscuit, they'll run up by me. So I know it's a cooking thing, you know, and get a hot meals and things like that, right? And it was very well like in the community, you know what I mean? People want anything, you know what I mean, working at the airport. Because sometimes working at the airport, sometimes our private planes come here going to carry baggage. I working at Shell, but when our private planes come here going to carry baggage and get a little extra change, right? And it was very good in the community. So one day a fella tell me, listen, some people tell me, listen, man, you're no more Pontius Pilate, man. We can give you name, we can call you King Pilate, man. You'll be very, very helpful in the community. So that was that new name stick on for me, King Pilate. You know? My mother had 12 children. And it was in a small house, you know what I mean? And it was very uncomfortable. And that's one of the reasons that made me move up from home. You know what I mean? At early o'clock, you know what I mean? And my old man, he was a well digger, and my mom, you know what I mean? She used to do labor work and things like that, you know what I mean? So coming up as a boy was very, very, very stressful, you know what I mean? But I always had that willpower to keep moving forward, you know what I mean? And things was tight. But my mother always loved people. And if she could get your heart cut off and give people, she would give you, you know? And, you know, very, very loving and kind, man. I got some of that in me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I hear, and the other person that could come here and tell me they're hungry and leave here hungry. I got sardines in there, corned beef, biscuit, you know what I mean? Sometimes the lady that I married them, man, you like them again away. I tell people used to give to me, so it's my time now to give back to them. You know what I mean? I went to school at Providence Boys School, and I left school at about 16. And after I left school then, I went straight into I called at the garrison with a horse owner and told him that I wanted to be a jockey. And we made some arrangements, and I went and I saw him. And we made arrangements, and I would go down in the mornings, you know what I mean, and the grooms down there would show me exactly what has to be done. You know what I mean, how you're going and clean the stalls and things like that, and the horse go out and exercise. When he come back in, you bathe him, and things of that nature. And then I would come home, and you know what I mean, go back down on the evenings, going out and clean the hallway he lived. I go and feed the mares and things out there, you know what I mean, and look after them out there. And then I get a little job at Shell, a little part-time job at Shell, fueling airplanes, right? So it was backward and forward. And then my wedding thing started to give me some trouble, so I said it does not make sense running behind the horses anymore, you know, so I started concentrating on at Shell. So then I was in a shop, and some fellas was there, and an argument come up. I had two fellas there talking about horse racing, right? So one man tell the other one, man here pilot the broadcast races, man, but he ain't as good as me and my man here. I said, man said, you making this, you ever hear pilot broadcast race yet? Fellas said, no. He said, man, we would like to hear you. So they put up some bets. So the bets came up, two men versus me and my brother, right? So the start, he told them start first, and they started to talk about this race, one man, and they're off and running all kind of things, right? So when they're done, so pilot, it's your turn. I just start and my brothers come in and then it's finished. So I start this way. This is the voice of Barbados Ready Food and Service Company Limited, a grandstand seat at every major sporting event. Today is the 5th and final day of the Trinidad Turf Club Christmas annual meeting, and in a few moments, Ready Food Limited will be taking you over to the Queen's Park Savannah in Trinidad to give you a commentary on the feature race of the day. And these commentaries are coming to you through the compliments of ESSO Standard Oil. When your carol sleeping, engines running low, get a tiger in your time, get him on the go, go get him tiger. And then my brother would come in then, he get comedy on the race, and when he done, I would take back over. And we have now come to the end of another fine day's racing. And on behalf of my fellow commentators, Carl Sardine and Rapino, this King Pilot saying good night to you from the Queen's Park Savannah here in Trinidad, and returning you to your main studios at Broadcasting House. And now it's back to your studios. And me and my brother win the bet, $150. So we buy some rum and some corned beef and every kind of thing, and that was it. I left home then. A friend of mine was renting an apartment, you know what I mean? And I said to him, I said, man, listen, my home a little crowded because my mother had 12 children. So the house was fairly occupied, you know what I mean? I said, man, that's so and so the case. So he said to me, man, listen, you could come with me, you know, and help me pay the rent. So I went and took up my things and moved over with him. And me, he was living there then, you know what I mean? And, you know, the young man, he decided then, you know what I mean, I gotta look for a girlfriend. So I ran into this girl, you know what I mean, and me and she hook up and we start talking and things like that, you know what I mean? And nice little dark girl, you know what I mean? And, well, you know, we court and thing, and she get pregnant. She told me that my man, you know, you gotta come and go home to my mother and things like that. You know, it goes in that kind of things. So he went home and had a chat with his mother. His mother said, well, listen, my man, so and so is the case. Yeah, he's a nice boy and things like that, you know, and we came from there. So he working and thing, you know, and she got pregnant, she had the baby. Now she had the baby. You know, she had the jelly curly hairs and, you know, and the baby fattened up real nice and thing, you know what I mean? So he told her, well, they had an excursion coming, the church had an excursion. So he told her, let's go to this excursion, you know what I mean? And put on this fancy pants suit and things, you know what I mean? And we go on this excursion. It gives you some money to get some food stuff and things like that, you know, and we go on the excursion. I was a gambler. I like my gambling. I like the horses and I like playing the dice and cards and everything. I was a gambler. I admit to her I was a gambler, right? And we going on there and I went after the buses stopped, I went to a nice little place to put her so that she'd be comfortable, right? So I going back with my boys and we going on and playing the dice, playing cards and every kind of thing, you know, drinking some liquor and getting a little food stuff and things like that. So after things go down a little, I decided to go over and see how she's operating, right? And lo and behold, when he got approaching, I saw she sitting down in a man's lap. I said, Lord, have mercy, this is why he left Christ to come back and see. Then, you know, as soon as I got closer there, she got up. And a friend of hers said, well, you don't try to put your face good, he belong to me. So, you know, anyhow, she said, are you ready to eat? And when she opened the pot, one little bit of food was in the pot. Apparently everybody had eaten one little bit of food there, right? I said, man, you think I come down here and I ain't got nothing to eat? But I ain't had nothing to eat. I had some little drink. But anyhow, you know how he felt then, you know what I mean? But anyhow, the fella going off, you know, he looking at me and I looking at you all the time, you know what I mean? And I was a young and wild, you know what I mean? So one of them might tell me, man, bunk on man and buddy, you know what I mean? Somebody might have trouble you, you know what I mean? Anyhow, I going back with the boys and pick up some drinks and I felt real bad, you know, real bad. My beautiful darling sitting in my lap, conduct the lap, you know. Anyhow, excursion come to a halt, then we decided to come home. And we came home, so we get at the church and we get out. He said, now you want me coming over you or you going home? I said, suit yourself, if you want to come over with me, fine with me. So she came over by me, I went to open the door, I went and I lit the lamp. I went in the bedroom, take off my clothes and come back out. I said to her, I said, listen, you think I make out older? This is the pilot we were talking about. I said, I spend all my money on you and carry you excursion, you done this and the man lap. He said, man, my friend, but I guess you want to slap. You know what I mean? She said, man, don't hit me, and we had an argument, right? I slapped her again. She said, man, I told her don't hit me, so she went outside. So I go on to the window. I said to her, you know you don't come back here anymore. And with that, she took a rock and fell and hit the window, break down the whole window. You know, she pushed out the window with a stick, break down the whole window. I said, bad girl, you getting mad? Make somebody another big rock again. I left and I crawled through the holes and I went outside and I went to take a piece of stick. And I went right back to the paling. I said, girl, let me catch you back here, you know, we're going to get bugged down another big rock again. Listen, I crawled in on the cellar. And I cooled on the cellar till the heat cooled down. You understand me? She left and she went on home. I saw her about 2 days after. I said, man, let's see you know back about that woman there. She said, when I look, oh, you keep, you know, why you don't keep your hand off of me? If you want to hit somebody, you want to get up on the floor and make a woman, you don't put your hand on me. I said, anyhow, you know that the end of the line with me and you. She said, all you want to do, come and support that child. If not, you know you're going board and hall. I said, no problem. So I working at Shell and little funds coming in, so I was going to support each other, right? So that was the end of she and I, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, you know what I mean? When I was much young, you know, the experience they have now, it didn't have then, you know what I mean? But that this experience they got now, I do not put my hand on no women unless they making love to them. And I would advise all young, middle-aged and old people, see the ladies and make love to them and do not put your hands on them. Because you put your hands on them, you're looking for Glendale prison or Dodge prison. So as a young man, I got to move on with life. So I have a shop in Paris Line. And they used to link by shop too. So that nice little young girl in there again, you know what I mean? And they go in there and they carry the horse. The fella done got a horse, so they carry the horse to the beach. You know what I mean? And they carry the horse to the beach the morning. The Sunday morning, and they saw some girls and things on the beach, you know what I mean? So he saw this girl and she swimsuit and thing, you know, and they nice looking little thing, you know. And even they say, hey babe, what you doing? You know what I mean? Started to run some talk punchy and things like that, you know what I mean? And she said, get right off the horse. I said, listen, this horse gonna operate so good, right? So he went out baby to get up on him, right? He said, you can't play with him. So he hold it, she come to rub the head and they moving in all the time, you know what I mean? So anyhow, I came home then and they decided that they came back up there, they going back up there and they saw again, you know, and they started to talk with anything, you know what I mean? And they started to talk and things like that, but she was a church girl. So she said to me, my man, let me tell you something. I in the church and they hope that my man, you don't gamble. I told her the only gamble is do with my horse getting the rest. I would put a little bit on him, but otherwise they don't gamble. But I play dice. But I told her that, right? Anyhow, we start going and going, talking and talking. So one night, I was up there and she told me she got to go by her friend for a little walk. So I came with her, right? So I said, this is my opportunity now to get a little hug. You know what I mean? So we go on with this friend, we leaving the friend now when we came back. I do something to him. She said, please do not touch the Lord's anointed. Your time will come. I said, Lord, that was a mercy, was this at all. You know how he felt. Then anyhow, she came back home and she gone home, you know what I mean? I come home. Come from Tang Bottom, from Fair Valley to Paris Line, walking that road, heart burning all the time, you know what I mean? Nice little thing, not even hugging up and kiss. But anyhow, I came home. Next day, I went to Garrison. The evening time, I went to feed the horses, and I go up there the evening. So when I going up the evening, she said she come. That time, you had to bring water from the standpipe. So I saw her coming down with this bucket punchy head, you know what I mean? So I said, good evening. So she looked at me. She didn't answer. So when I get with the pipe now, a friend of mine was up there. I said, wait, tell me something. When no speak to Star Girl and she answered me. She said, I answer you. You be so we're going to have here later, man. I stopped down and said, what is the story? Then she come back up now. She come to me, say good evening. I said, wait, wait, show you just now. And answer. He said, but let me tell you something. The things that I hear about you, I don't think me you kind of answer today. I said, what are you talking about, Lena? He said, but you gamble. I said, woman, I told you the only gamble is my horse getting a race. I put a weight on him, but otherwise you don't gamble. You see, you got dice on you? I had dice in my pocket, you know. I come out with dice to my friend there laughing, you know, because he apparently set she up to tackle me, right? I said, what dice you talking about? She said, you don't got dice in your pocket. I said, sweetheart, I tell you, I don't have no dice. I gamble on my horse. He said, me shoe pockets. So I ain't going to tell that more. I had the dice. He said, my man, a good thing that we ain't got no further. I'm finished for you. And she pet me there just like that, right? But again, a young man, it's sure all going. You know, I ain't get no tell who get she know. So I was shopping in Paris Line. And I go in there, the boy drinking and things like that, right? I had a little young girl in there. And you know me, a horseman and things, I started working at the airport with airplanes. I started to present myself, you know what I mean? And we hook up and things like that, and she started to talk. So this young lady here, now, she used to come in shop, because she lived in Pine. But she used to come in shop, because apparently what happened is, the other girl in the shop, her father was the shop owner. And her father had married her mother. So all they used to be in shop together, right? But according to the my daughter, so she come up in shop thing, you know, see me, and then she started pushing up and thing, you know what I mean? But she was young and beautiful, you know, young, attractive, dark girl, you know? So I had a choice now to decide who I can hold on to, you know what I mean? I said, Lord, that was mercy. Because this other girl, she was nice too, you know what I mean? But you know, between two, now you're going to make a decision. So I tell myself, well, look, I can hold she, you know what I mean? So the girl tell me, man, let's see you unfair me, but you know, it like you mind, this kind of thing. But anyhow, I hold on to she, this one here, right? So she would come up from Dunwoody Pine and she would go up by mother's son and she would come and stop by me. Because I rent in the house now, she would come and stop by me, right? And everything. So one night she tell me, man, I ain't going home. I said, man, listen, your grandmother be looking for you, man. The long done, right? He said, I ain't going home. So apparently they had some contact between the two. And the mother said, but she left up there every since she ain't get home yet. So the mother partly tell she, well, man, go stop with that boy pilot. I don't know what she doing. He's a drink a lot of rum, he's a gambler, he's this and you know, the mother represents his beautiful daughter against a rum drinking, the gambler, you know how that would be. But anyhow, the mother came down there in the night and came there and knocked. Say, hello, so in there? I said, yeah, that's what I want. I said, your mother want you, girl. So you went to me and I said, Mom, I here with my friend and I'm not coming out. So the mother going home now. I'm going to call the grandmother and tell the grandmother that she up there with this man, right? And the presentation the mother put out that he's this bad man. He's this and next and third, right? So the grandmother come out the next day. And then back then I opened doing smoking, not smoking, things she was doing smoking, right? So I hear this voice, wait, but this bad man is, and I look back, I see lady. She said, wait, alright, this young the man that you mother tell me the bad man, you see he ain't like a bad man. He said, listen, she went around the house there, I had a nice, the house was doing nice, the house was old, you know, but furniture and things, and nice stove and things like that, bedroom and things, bedspread and all kind of thing, you know. She said, alright, listen, if this boy like you, and you like he, don't worry about your mother has live she life, you gotta live yours, every day you. And she said, my man, all they want is to treat she good, okay? We're gonna be keep going, alright? Anyhow, I had a pen pal in Jamaica named Pauline, right? I used to rent pen pals and things like that, right? So I used to rent Pauline, and by working at the airport, you get a rebate. So I told Pauline, she asked me if I could come to Jamaica. So I told Pauline, well, it's get rebates and things, so I get vacation, so we think about it. That young lady there here, you know what she did? She write a letter to the girl in Jamaica and tell the Jamaica that we are married and we got 2 children and so and so and so and so and so the case, right? How we know this? And they see postman fella. He said, wait, fella, you married, you won't tell me nothing. I said, married where? He said, man, we gonna let her here, one for you and one for your wife. So the girl from Jamaica know right, wanting me, telling me I just this in the next catch a family backside. And thanking my wife for telling she what the position is, right? So when I get home now, I said, wait, Mrs. Carter, well, I know that we married. She said, I living here with you, and you thinking about going to Jamaica. Well, I know you good, you know, you got to Jamaica and get a woman down there, then put me in trouble. No, get out of there, stop. I said, okay. Anyhow, we move on. So, at times she can't tell me my man called the house was an old house, right? I had a nice furniture and things like that, right? But my thing was, to be honest with you, right? Why go and rent I was only paying $5 a week rent. Why go and pay $20 a week rent? Then looking at own my own place. You know what I mean? So I said that doesn't make sense. So she challenged me one day and said, my man, I can left you. If you don't look someplace to put me, I can left you. I said, we ain't ready, go along, right? But all that time, I work on my brain. So anyhow, and people in the area then, I had a chat with him. I told him that I would like a house swap, right? And he told me how to operate when at national housing. And I went down and make arrangements and things like that there, you know what I mean? And I get this house swap here, right? And my brother-in-law is a draftsman. So I get into the job, I tell him what kind of house it was, like a 3-bedroom house with a basement and things like that, right? Tell me the problem, I can handle you. So he told the thing, right? So after that, I ain't tell you nothing, you know, because he won't left me, I ain't tell you nothing. So anyhow, I get my brother-in-law come and put down their red marks and thing, you know, so when the bulldozer went, they go to the whole spot and thing. So she working out in Newton. And apparently somebody must tell she, man, wait, I hear your boyfriend building a big house, man. So they come home evening from work. I mean, good evening. But then the bike. I came back there, no. And she out and she up the hill. Then when she get up here, no, she come back in. So wait, but I mean, I live in here with you, and you building a big house, can't call me that, so you building a big house and they tell me nothing. I said, man, look, I tell you I know me, man. I see you plan to left me, why you going to do anything? You understand with me? Anyhow, well, we get a little daughter there and things like that there, you know what I mean? And we roll on and things like that, you know what I mean? And from then up to now, you know what I mean? You know, in life you got the ups and downs and things like that, right? So we house finished and things, we move in, you know what I mean? So I won $75,000. So I tell you, listen, do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? Whatever. I can Canada and come back, right? So my mother never married, my father never married my mother. So he said to myself, I ain't got this married thing in me. But she working in Newton. And almost every weekend she come home, she telling me, this boy can get married, the next boy can get married, singing a song, you know what I mean? So after I lost my mother and my father, I said, man, listen, man, look, the only boy you got is this girl. And my man, she got a little daughter there for you. My man and his son, there's only one solution, man, marry the girl, right? So after I won the money, we went to a little party at night. And me and the boys there sitting down drinking, she was offside sitting down, right? And I look at she, sitting there with she foot locked. And the Spirit of God came to me and said, man, we don't marry that girl, man. So I gave event to she. He run with my head and the Spirit of God, right? I went and said, listen. I said, Harriet, will you marry me? He said, oh Lord, the ring ain't come down now. Wait till you see, would never marry me. I said, man, I asked you if you marry Charles' son, right? So she didn't respond, right? So I get up in the morning early and I went in. I get up early on morning, you know, by working at the airport, but that thing built in, you're getting up 2 and 3 o'clock for the morning. So I get up early for the morning, do what I do, and I go downstairs. And about 6 o'clock or so here, then I look, she downstairs. I said, are you down here very early? So she come and sit down. I said, my proposal is still open. Would you marry Charles' son? She said, Father, yes, I would marry you, right? I said, but figure out we can get married, right? But these some conditions that we can get married on, right? I said, woman, you know you like gambling, you know you like the drinks, you know you like to be out with the boys sometimes. So if that you want a husband like that there, we could work. She said, man, Father, but you know you ever since. I said, when they say that, they want to get your ring from the finger. But then when they get the ring, when it's changed, when they want to do this and do it next. So I don't want the trouble, okay? He said, no, it ain't gonna be like that, it ain't gonna be like that. Anyhow, they sit down with she. I said, well, listen, we can get married. These are people that I can invite, right? You can invite who you want to invite. You can make all the recommendations. I got X amount of $1,000 here. You can make all kind of recommendations, who you want and who you don't want. Book the place, make all the arrangements, right? Which she did. And we decided we can get married, right? So we did the wedding. We sat there, we married Saturday. My friends was here with me. The man tell me, boy, you ain't leaving here, cause you ain't going to the camp and shit. They gotta be here, go how many better ring we can, you don't so, right? The one thing you're going to the camp. Then he always was here, you know, me and my brother was here, we went to get my bath and thing and put on my clothes. I told her beforehand, I said, listen, the wedding is at 4 o'clock or anything it was. I said, woman, you got the whole morning straight and make sure you get there before 4 o'clock. Because if you don't get there 4 o'clock, when you get there, you might not see me. You understand? You're going to the cane. You understand me? Because you got the whole day, so I don't see why you should get there 5 and 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? Then I get there early, first went in early, and my brother was there with me, and who was there supposed to be there with me, right? In church sitting down. We got time we got there, man. Because you don't wear watches or rings or anything. I saw time we got there, man. He said, man, I got minutes to 4 o'clock here. Next thing I hear, all gonna here comes the bride, here comes the bride. So that she's here, right? So she came in there and you know what I mean, we had the session and whatever, we went down here. We had a nice little time. You know what I mean? And you know in life you got your ups and downs and ups and things like that there, right? But so far, so good. Yeah, I was 19 years old and I was working at Shell then. And I went work in the morning and I told the boss, man, I had to pay my belly. And he used some terms to me, you know, man, you want to start running about with the wild women, man, and saying, yo, come with me, girl, Dorsets and sauce. So he went into the medicine kit and he gave me a Dorsets and sauce. And after I drank the Dorsets and sauce, I started to sweat. So a fella came in and said, wait, why were you? So I tell him, he said, and he give Epsom salts? So they decided to carry me to the doctor. So they took me to the doctor. And when he got there, he told me I was going to bed and lay down and take down my pants. And put my knees up to my chin. And he put on a glove, and when he come like the pushy hand up in my bottom, I do something squeeze in. He said, get dressed. He said, me tell you something, man, you got appendicitis and it's ready. So he gave the fella that took me a letter and said, look, carry to the hospital and don't delay, go right there. And lo and behold, the fella took me to the hospital and I got down there. I went in, I saw a white doctor And she said to me, Mr. Carter, you don't really have appendicitis, so what I'll do, I'll give you some medication and send you back home. So she gave me the medication, they come out, so when they came out, the guy said to me, my pilot, what happened? He said, Mom, you look worse now. You come out there, we went in there. I tell him, man, look, man, if I ain't dead, man, can't be holding me dead home, man. So he brought me home. And when they got home, I went in. And when they started to feel bad, and they opened it, and then they started to vomit. And when they started to vomit, the vomit had more colors than the rainbow. I said, Lord, have his mercy, was this now? So then my partner came home, he asked me what happened, so I told him, he called back the airport then. They sent back a taxi for me. He carried me back to the hospital. I don't know if it wasn't 19 years old, might have happened. So when they got back there, I had a fellow named Dr. Albert, I would never forget him. And he came and he examined me. He said, boy, you got appendicitis, and it burst. So he said, well, my man, how old are you? I tell him 19. He said, well, son here. And put on some green clothes for me and carried me to surgery and knocked me out. And got a big cardiac around my right side of my belly. And I was in the hospital for 10 days. And he said to me, my man, tell something, you're a lucky guy. The Epsom salt did good and bad because it caused it to vomit the poison. Because if you didn't vomit, that thing with the poison system would kill you, you know what I mean? And that was the experience that I had, you know what I mean? And in 2018 then, I had a pain in my belly again, and I went to my doctor. And he went on the computer, and when he finished, I see, look at me. He went back on the computer again, and he paused. I said, Doc, what happened, man? He said, man, like what you saying here? I said, what you saying? He said, man, your left kidney got in cancer. And he said, my man, I don't know how you start financial wise, but I would advise you to take it out, because if you don't take it out, your two kidneys hooked together. He said, if you don't take it out, it can come around and can match up the other one. So I would advise you to get it out. I tell you, well, okay. I come home and tell my madam, and she started crying, you know what I mean? I said, girl, don't cry, man, what was the baby? And I went in Belleville, had some checks in Belleville, then went to the hospital and had some checks. And then they called me down, and one of the girls at the hospital, my nurses at the hospital, sat down with me and tell me, well, my man, well, yes, you came for this operation. And my man, all you gotta do is pray. And you know, sometimes they got a lot of fine arteries and things like that, yeah, and sometimes the doctors go in there, they don't know what's gonna happen. I just gotta do hope for the best. They tell you, okay, thanks. And I went in there then, and I was in ward, I think, C5. And the morning they came and take me up and carry me down and carry me in the room. And after the surgery, you know what I mean, the anesthesia over the electric system, I had some pain, oh Lord, have his mercy. Throat pain. I had to get something called morphine then and give me. Cool me down there and carry me back from the ward. I spent about 10 days in there. And when I come home, you know what I mean, here I am, in the name of God, you know what I mean, and you gotta be thankful. You know what I mean, you gotta be real thankful, you know what I mean. That was through the experiences that I had, you know what I mean, that I could talk about, you know what I mean. And I mean, I don't go to church, right? But I believe in God. I believe in God. I don't go to church, right? And I'm morning, I get up and I went to use the bathroom. I went to use the bathroom. Because every time I use the bathroom, I look back, right? And when I look back, the toilet bowl was full of blood. I said, Lord, have mercy. He said, probably me, your mother dead with cancer, your father dead with cancer, you got cancer now too. I went to lay down. And I get up. I didn't really want to stool again, but I went back. Of course, I want to see what happened, right? And when I went back, nothing happened. I ain't tell my mother or my daughter that. Next day, going to toilet up here now, same thing happened again. I said, boy, you're going to go and see medical man, boy. This isn't a good sign at all. And I can tell you something, my dear. I normally get up on mornings, and when I done do what I gotta do is get down and cool up down right there. The boys will come down right there and we'll cool up down right there, right? And it was a Sunday. And I got a little small radio down there that keep my company during the day. And when they coming up, I was bringing up. And they got a spare room up top here, because I was going 3 bedrooms. My daughter's been wanting me and the madam in the spare room to go in and cool out when they come up. So I come out ready for the Sunday. I will never forget. And I went in and I turned on the radio looking for a station. And I got to the station and a lady was preaching. And when she was preaching, they said, "They standing here, I ain't moving." And the lady was preaching and asking God to heal people with any kind of cancer. They got colon cancer, prostate cancer, women with cancer and things. And they stand there. While she was praying, I joined in with her. And they start praying, asking God to heal me. I ain't seen that blood since. I have not seen that blood since. Some people tell me, "Man, I used to be going to church." But I really don't go to church, you know. I support the church. Every Sunday, my wife goes to church. I just give her $10 to put in the offering. And I go on that lady just pass through it. Just got one of that small churches out the back there. It gives you $5 to put in the offering, you know. But I really don't go to church, you know what I mean? I am Verton Carter. I love my wife. I love my daughter. I love Barbados. And I am a very proud Bajan.